It is held to the frame of the car by 3 bolts. There is one right here. There's one right here. And another one right there. But that one is difficult to remove. I need to remove the engine mount here. So to remove the engine mount, we need to remove that nut right there and 2 nuts under the bottom right here. And then we have to lift the engine off the frame of the car to be able to remove the engine mount. So I'm going to remove the 3 nuts, one right there, one there, and one right there. It's always best to have the right tool to do the job. I'm first going to remove this 10mm bolt just to have a little more room when removing that nut right there. And as you can see, my socket was too long, so I'm using a wrench. So 1 nut removed. Now I'm going to remove to the 2 nuts at the bottom. You will need a deep socket set to remove these nuts, but I use a little trick to get it off. I extended the socket on the impact driver to have enough space in the socket to remove the nut. So as you can see here, I just extended it and I got it removed that way. But it's better to have the right tool for the job. So I'm now going to remove the 3rd nut to get it totally removed. So just to give you a better view of where the 3rd nut is. So for the 3rd nut, there is a plug protecting the nut. We just need to use a screwdriver to remove that plug from the hole to get access to the nut. Then we can use the impact wrench to remove the 3rd nut. And having an impact wrench made this job very easier. Using a socket set is going to take all day. So it would be good to invest in a battery powered impact driver or a air tool. Before I lift the car, I'm going to loosen that engine mount bolt right there just to give more space. So I use a jack right there with a piece of board to protect the engine and lift the engine off the engine mount. So as you can see right there, I'm able to remove the engine mount, and all that work is just to get access to this bolt here. So now I'm going to use the impact wrench to remove these bolts. And having an impact wrench makes removing these bolts very easy. Doing this by hand is a lot of work. So now I got the control arm off, and as you can see here, the damage. You will need to remove this from the old control arm when installing the new control arm. As you can see, the damage right there, all cracked, split, damage. You don't want to wait until it gets completely bad before replacing this. And remember, you're going to need this part to install the new control arm, and you're going to install it right there on the new control arm. Just refit the control arm, and it's advised to start with these 2 bolts right here. Then you can install the 3rd bolt. I'm not going to tighten them fully, just to get them started. And here I'm going to install the 3rd bolt now, but this might be tricky, so I'm using a small pry bar to make the adjustment to get it in. But just take your time. You can use a large screwdriver, you can use anything that can work, and I had to use an hammer just to gently tap it in. You don't want to mess up your threads. So now it's in, I will tighten all 3 bolts.